Hi, this is Mary Kopczynski, the CEO of RegAlytics, with your update on this week's 27,750 regulatory alerts. And it's back to school time. My little boy is in second grade, and most excitingly, I have freedom. And how will I be spending my free time? Well, next Wednesday, September 10th, I will be in New York City at Clifford Chance attending the Women in RegTech event from 5 to 7 p.m. and you are welcome to join. I'm including the link in the comments. The event is called Calling All Geniuses Get Clarity on Digital Assets. See what we did there? Genius Act, Clarity Act. So we have speakers from FINRA, Bank of New York, and Clifford Chance. So it's going to be a great opportunity to understand the new regime for crypto. And again, I am resuming my breakdown of the One Big Beautiful Bill, and today I'm going to talk about Trump accounts. But again, remember, I have a law degree, but I retired, so I am neither an accountant nor a lawyer. So, the U.S. tax code has long used special savings account to nudge families away from relying on the government for things like Social Security, disability, and the like. In 1974, ERISA came out and IRAs were created, which are special accounts that are for retirement savings with tax deferral or tax-free growth. In 1996, 529 college saving plans came out, which were state-sponsored accounts to save for higher education tax-free if it's used for tuition and related costs. Roth IRAs were created in 97 and were a little bit of a twist on IRAs, and then ABLE accounts were created in 2014, which are tax advantage accounts for people with disabilities to cover things like housing, transportation, and assistive technology without jeopardizing their government benefits. Over time, Congress has occasionally allowed rollovers between the buckets. So, for example, since 2017, families can roll unused 529's college saving funds into ABLE accounts for kids with disabilities tax-free, which is good. It helps parents when circumstances change. So what are these Trump accounts? So Section 70204 creates these. They're basically baby IRAs. So right now you have an IRA for yourself and maybe your spouse. You start it as an adult and it grows until you're ready to retire and use it for your life expenses. The government is happy to let you grow the money tax-free so that you're basically paying for yourself to retire and you are one less mouth for them to feed. But most people don't get their first IRA until they have a job. So Trump accounts are basically IRAs that either Treasury or some sort of parent or guardian can create for a kid under the age of 18. And here's how they work. They're set up either by Treasury itself or by a parent or guardian. The contributions are capped at $5,000 a year before age 18. Investments are restricted to ultra low cost index funds, so no sector plays, no leverage, just broad U.S. equity exposure. And there's even a pilot program. Children born between 2025 and 2028 can get a 1,000 seed deposit from Treasury if parents elect it. Employers can also chip in up to $2,500 a year tax-free for employees or their dependents. Similar to IRAs, there's going to be trustees selected by Treasury to manage all the money, and the funds can only be invested in eligible investments while the child is under 18. So it's not like parents can stock pick or anything with this money, but the actual trustee is required themselves to be low cost. They cannot lever the money, and it has to be invested in index mutual funds or ETFs that are tracking the U.S. stock market. So if you have kids, get ready to open up a Trump account. And for kids actually born right now, super babies, the youngest among us, they're going to get a one-time deposit of $1,000 from the government. Treasury actually got $410 million in funding through 2034 to set up the infrastructure, which they're doing now. And the rule applies to the taxable years after December 31st of 2025. So hopefully by the end of this year, you'll know who your Trump account dealer will be, but it's one account per eligible child. So if the parents set up the account, The grandparents can't add more into the fund or anything like that. And that is it this week for RegAlytics. We have the global supply chain of the world's regulatory alerts in one very easy to use place. If you need a solution for anything related to regulation, give us a call.